guys, I thought I'd put a video up. We're all stuck at home, we all want to get out on the bikes. We can't really get on the bikes, can we? Shouldn't get on the bikes. So I thought I'd do a little video. I've seen other people doing videos, a walk around their car, so I'm going to have a bit of a walk around my bike. Show you what I ride. It's not a big fancy bike. I've had big fancy bikes. This is my bike for now, and I'm really happy with it. I've had this one about 15 years I think now. Crikey, that's flown by. 600 Transalp, it's a 1988, manufactured 1989, first registered. So it's an early bike, first came out in 87, you remember. It's an early-ish bike, and it's got the 55 horsepower, so it's not exactly going to light the world up, but surprisingly it gets around quite well. Even with my wife on the back, I use it for trails, I use it for general outings with my wife, camping, that kind of thing. It's a multi-tool bike, it's the Transalp, that's what they do. I've changed the front sprocket before we go any further on the front. People say, oh, can you get away with a 16-tooth front sprocket, standard 15? You very much can. I've got another Transalp as well, which I changed the front sprocket on that one. That's pretty much the road bike really, the other one. This one isn't. And this one has done all the trails that I do anyway, with the 16 on it. I used to carry the 15 with me, but after a while I thought, it's fine. It's only a 20-minute job to change, should you want to change it anyway. But I've got the 16 and I'm happy with it. Excuse me, take you around the bike from front to back. Then we'll have a look at the panniers. On the front, of course, TKC80s. Now these are fantastic tyre in my opinion. I've had so many sets of these TKC80s, I've lost count. They only last about sort of 4,000 miles, something like that. But really I can't think of a better tyre. I'm sure that a better tyre will appear in the future, but at the moment, for me anyway, this is my tyre of choice. Underneath the bike here, that's an old ex-military periscope. Box, tin, whatever you want to call it. I keep my heavy spanners in there usually. There's none in there at the moment, they're in my tools, because these bags on the back, they get swapped over from one bag to another. So at the moment they've just come off my Yamaha TW200 and they're on this bike, so I haven't put them in here. Should I be going anywhere, I would put those spanners in here. Down, forward, low, that's how we want to go. These little bags here are just little bags I bought in Chester, frankly about 10 years ago. And got Nalgene bottles underneath. I've got a Nalgene bottle here, my little flask. In the morning you make your drink, you put it in there, and sometimes it magically turns into red wine and lemonade. A bit hot today, it's about 30. So I've got drinks there. I've got two the same on the other side, but both water to the side. I like to carry a bit of water because I like to camp and not have to go anywhere to get more water. That's my plan anyway. This is a Garmin 660. We've had a couple of these and they've been great, I'll be honest with you. They're great. We came from the 550 Garmin, its predecessor, which to be truthful was a piece of rubbish. We had so many of them and so many of them breaking down that Garmin in the end sent us one of these for free and we bought another one. But yeah, you'll notice the bike's got this little bit of elastic on it. All it is, by the way, is a piece of inner tube rubber from a pedal bike. And I'm on a bit of a slope here, but you can tell. And just to make sure I don't go back, it is already in gear, I know that, but it's in gear, but a little bit of that on there comes off, goes on there, should you wish. It's on the other back, so if you want to lock your bike up, if you want something sliding around the place on a boat or just on the garden like this, or you sticky moments, you need to get off the bike but you don't want it to slide back. A little bit of elastic there, I put a bungee around it I suppose, but I found a little bit of rubber there, it works so well. I've used that a few times, it's really quite good. This side, you can't probably see it from there, it's just a little camera case like that. In there I keep, what have I got in there? A lighter, of course. I've got some cards to do with work and to do with other stuff. I've got paperwork sometimes for the bike. I've got other paperwork to do with stuff. There's some money in there. So if you see this part, that's where you need to go. Some money in there for tolls, stuff like that. So that's a little bag there. That's good. Here I've got a Bagster tank cover. I've got the exact same Bagster tank cover on the other Transalp, which means I can swap this map bag between this and the other Transalp. On the other Transalp I've got a Bagster tank bag. I don't like it much, to be truthful. It's like a little seal in front of you as you're driving along, isn't it? I don't carry much in it, but the map's on the front here. Use the map, use the GPS, but to be quite honest with you, when we're in the Pyrenees anyway, we do tours. Oh, by the way, I do tours, not bike tours, I'm not trying to sell you anything, I do 4x4 tours. And when I'm in the Pyrenees anyway, I'm pretty good to go. I've got a fair idea where I am, especially if I'm on the trails, I know where I am. Right, inside, I've got a Lucy lamp. If you don't know what a Lucy lamp is, you need to go and surf it because I think there's various copies out there, but the Lucy lamp is brilliant. It's a little solar lamp, you can put it inside the tent, sit around it at night, it works great. I've had that for quite a few years now and it hasn't packed in. I'm sure it will do soon. But that's the Lucy lamp. What else is in there? A little pad of paper. You never know, do you? You're going to stop some notes down like that. That's all that's in there. Sometimes there's other stuff in there, but that's what's in there at the moment. It's a bash place here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just a standard stump guard, but it's not. It's a stump guard reinforced with aluminium underneath. I did have a bit of a problem with it when I first whacked a few rocks and got away with it when I first bought the bike, and I realised that I really should be putting some protection underneath there. Sooner or later there's going to be a rock to sump out, so it doesn't look very strong, but it's proved to be okay because it's doubled, isn't it? It's got the original sump guard, and it's also got my aluminium one. These foot pegs, I made them myself, probably about 14 years ago. Bit of flat bar, bit of welded, bit of angle line, get in there, and away you go. They proved to be really good. These are GV racks here to keep the bags on, and they've proved to be okay over the 14-15 years I've had this bike. They've been great. Not had any problem. It's fell over a few times and had a little sleep, and they've been okay. A little lock there for locking it up somewhere. I've actually got an Africa twin battery in it, by the way. Right, on the other side, what have I got here that's interesting? The racks on it here, the racks that the panniers are on, the racks are GV panniers, sorry, GV racks, and I have reinforcement underneath with a little bar, so you can see it there, and they lash down there and there. I've got another little video somewhere to bore the life out of you how I did that. It's not a big deal, but it works really well. So if the bike falls over sometimes, gets tired and falls over, that actually bends up, and it's actually, I have dried it out unfortunately. The bags themselves are Lomo bags, the Lomo panniers. It doesn't say Lomo on the side anymore. I got a bit of acetone to it and I took it off because Lomo means ham in Spain. Spain's just over there. We don't want ham written all over the bag. So that's that. On the back here, the bike, I'm sure you can see it, probably see it later when I do the top box thing. On the back of the bike is a 2 litre fuel container. Transalp carries 17.5 litres. It carries a bit more than that actually if you want to be squeezed a bit more in, but it carries a bit more than that. Should we say 18, 19, 20 litres? That's not so bad, is it? It's not so bad. What else will do the bags? Right, we'll do the bags now because yeah, let's go through the bag. Do this bag, and I'll do the tent, then we'll do the bag. I like to carry a bit of water with me. I like to camp out and not have to go into town or anything like for some water or something like that. So carry food with me, that's my food box, and carry water. This is an additional 6 litres. It's an MSR, Mountain Safety Research bag. It just fits in there. If I want to put 6 litres of water in, I can do. I can strap it down. It actually does fit in there, surprisingly, even with the 6 litres of water. But it is a bit heavy, as you can imagine. 6 litres is about 6 kilos, so it's quite heavy. So that's that at the top. My little A-light chair. A-light Mayflower chair is, and it is a light chair. It's perfectly portable, very versatile, it says here. I think that's true. I've had this for years. It's been very, very good. I haven't broken it. Yeah, I haven't broken it yet, so that's good. And it weighs £1.5. I don't know. You'd have to have a surf on the A-light site. But it's very light, easy to put together, really quality. That's the thing with this. I think it was about €80, something like that, €85, and that was quite a few years ago. So they may have come down, but it's so comfortable. I've been known to fall asleep in this. So there you go. This bag is the electrical bag. Have a look in here. Electrical bag with stuff like the video camera that's filming this. Tripod, another tripod, batteries, petrol, head torch, great. I've got another little torch somewhere as well which I carry. So the petrol's quite good. It is. The only electrical stuff there is a little selfie stick which I don't really use much. I don't do much video and as you probably see by the quantity of on the channel, there's not much there. But anyway, that is a clothes bag with a change of clothes. If you want me to get them out I will do, but it's a change of clothes. Undies, socks, thermal underwear in case it gets parky, and in my new bag. It's in a nice new bag. So that's a change of clothes. Safety first. Safety first. I was going to get a black one, but I went for a bright lime green one because if I put this on, by the way, this is my wet weather gear. If I put this on, it's likely to be wet, and it's likely to be visibility to be dodgy. I want to be seen. I don't want to be flattened. So that is my wet weather gear. It also doubles up in another life, nocturnal life, as my pillow. Goes in my jacket. This one, it's my favourite bit of kit everywhere. You're all going to shout it's too big, I know, and I'm going to have to agree with you, it probably is too big, but it's a motorbike, it's not a backpack. You can carry quite a bit more. It's my, what do you call it? It's a Nash bag, and inside the Nash bag I've got my cooker, which is a Sphere 123R. I've got all stuff to do with cooking, and I've also got my little fire at night, which is a wild wood gas stove. So I'll just show you quickly what's in here. I will bore the life out of you with it. I really like this bag. In here, I've got all things to do with cooking, including an Opinel 9, spoon, obviously several lighters, more lighters, silver paper, tin opener, stuff like that. That's what's in there. That's the top to the wild wood gas stove. That's a GSI mug. You can use it on the fire. You can drink out of it. You can cook out of it with melted steel. That's been great over the past few years. I've had that about 3 years, I think. That's been great. I used to have an aluminium one, trying to save weight. Went with that. It's been brilliant. I've got a lid for it at the bottom as well, which you can cook on it. Then you can put the lid on it, and away you go, cooking. That's my Sphere 123. I've got numerous cookers and stoves and all sorts of stuff. That's been my one of choice for a few years now. It will run, in my opinion, it does run. I've used it a few years on the petrol off the bike. So I've got best part of 20 litres to go in that, and a little bit more in there, of course, to go the other way around, haven't I? It's made originally for mountaineering, and one moving part, I believe, and it's been great. Apparently you're not supposed to use it with petrol. I'm thinking perhaps they might want to study the fuel. You've judged yourself. I do. You should do as you're told. But by the manufacturers of these cookers. But personally, I stick petrol in it. There you go. If it fouls up in the future, then I'll fix it. That's a Sphere 123R. Great. I will say straight though that you need to. It is old school. You need to have a really good way. Get used to using it because it's got foibles. It's got a little character of its own. You need to get used to. You need to be able to drive that. Because at first it blows. It looks like there's flames everywhere. Watch a few videos on YouTube on the Sphere 123R. Have a think about it. If it's for you, go for it. Because it's been great. I've actually got hexamine tabs and stuff like that for other little fires. You get a hexamine tab. I get 3 stones, make a tripod, put the billy on it, away you go. So you haven't got to take stuff like that. You can't be too heavy. That's the wild wood gas stove, bottom to it there. All goes together. That's the lid for the GSI cooker. My hand there. Billy in there, goes on the fire, gets a bit mucky, but that's the way it is. Give it a clean, you'll be fine. Carries a lot of water. You can go down the river, get yourself some water, whatever. That's fantastic, and it fits perfectly in the Nash bag. So there, that's my cooker stuff, cooking stuff, little fire, all in one bag, like in that. This is candles, that kind of thing. Hand warmers. 4 candles. I actually have got 4 candles in there, and some cotton wool, and then yet another lighter. You never have too many of them. I don't know about you, but mine are always packing in, so I like to have them everywhere. Lighters everywhere. Hand warmers, as I said, foot warmers. Get yourself a tent, get yourself a nice sleeping bag, some warmers in your sleeping bag. You're good to go, in my opinion. Some people are stupid and camp in the snow, stuff like that, you know. Look at the shape of the bag. Yeah, it's a plastic bag, isn't it? You know. That's because inside there, I've got that. It's just a cheap Decathlon. What do you call it? Carry mat. It's a carry mat, cut in half. The other half's on the other side. That is so multi-purpose. You'd have to think. Keep thinking of things. I could sit on the floor with it now, couldn't I? If it was wet or whatever like that. Gives the bag a bit of shape. I'm thinking perhaps when the bag goes over, it might give it a tiny bit of protection on the bag. I'm thinking that as well. But mostly, I stick it underneath my blow-up mattress. So we've got that, the other one, and the blow-up mattress all together. It's going to give you quite a lot of protection from the snow if you're stupid like me and you're camping really bad weather. So that's that on that side. And the bike. Right, this side, and the other Lomo. A little bit about the Lomos actually. They're only 50 quid a pair, do you know that? I'm not a salesman for Lomo or anything else. But 50 quid a pair, that's all I paid for these, and they've been great. So as I say, I got a bit of acetone, took the Lomo badge off the side. I don't want ham written on the side of my bike in Spanish, and yeah, they've been good. I'm sure I have fell off this bike a few times, and I haven't damaged them. It's just been a quick fall over. You know what I mean? I'm sure if you went sliding down the road, there wouldn't be a lot of bag left. But there wouldn't be a lot of any bag left, I don't think, really. And I'd be more concerned about my leg, that kind of thing. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Inside, first off is first aid. First off is first aid. I get hay fever, so I've added to the standard kit that you get in these things with some hay fever stuff. So Savlon, extra stuff like that. My wife actually did get bitten by a tick. I'm sure we all get bitten by a tick now and again, but she was unfortunate and did get Lyme disease, and it was quite bad. She's good now, thankfully. So we carry a tick extractor thing, plastic thing, some of them, and ointments and stuff like that for that kind of situation. We also carry a snake venom kit in here. We bought that years ago now, after recommendation from a neighbour. Snakes about all over the place, isn't it? Different countries. You get scorpions here, especially in Spain, down the road. There's a lot of hornets. We get a lot of hornets here. Be safe rather than be sorry. So that's our first aid kit to hand. My sleeping bag. Oh, it's a cheap sleeping bag. Why have you got a cheap sleeping bag, Wayne? I've got a cheap sleeping bag because my kit pretty much always travels alongside with me, so that's always in the bag. If this one's not in the bag, I've got my really good quality down sleeping bag, which this comes out and the other one goes in. I don't leave the down one in because it's a down bag and it would be killed, but I would actually like to have a sleeping bag with me at all times. So if I know I'm going somewhere, I'll swap this one for my good quality one, push it up, put it in the bag, away you go. Comes back and I put my cheap one in dry bags. Right. Dust on that. It says old Transalp travel spare parts. Not really use them, to be truthful. The Transalp doesn't get much use, does it? But they are known for a couple of things, and one of them, of course, is the CDI. I did do the CDIs in, or did one of the CDIs in years ago, and so I swapped them both, and that is the other one. So that's a spare with me. I've got a regulator. I've got cables. Clutch, throttle, that kind of thing. But that's all the spares I've got. I've got chain links and stuff like that, which I carry in my other tools, which I'll show you later. Multi-mat. My multi-mat, it's been great. I have killed it a few times, you say it's been great, but it's had a hard time. I put a couple of holes in it, so it goes down at night and you have to sleep on the floor. Then you repair it next day with the kit they provided you. It was really good. It's never gone again where I've repaired it. So the kit's good, it's just the operator. I've punched it quite a few times and repaired it. That's been good. Wash kit. toothbrush, soap, shower stuff like that. And there's those little fast towel things. I can't think you call it, little towel thing, you know what I mean, I can't think of the name, but one of those in there, so basically it's a wash kit. Right, the tools. My tools are in there. The spanners normally, I knew I was going away like the sleeping bag. They would be low down and forward, which is the way I like to go, with heavy weighty stuff. They're spanners, that kind of thing, plug spanner. They are down and forward and low in the little pocket down there, the little periscope bag. So they're down there. So this would normally be like that. Because I put all this kit, you see, in the bags and change a few bits, but basically I want to be in a situation where I can pick the bags up and put them under the bike. That's why those spanners are in here. I knew I was going to go away for a week or so. I'd spend 5 minutes and change them out. In here we've got, what are these things? Jump leads. Again, Transalp. Don't really need them, jump leads. They're for other people with orange bikes and boxer bikes. No, but seriously, jump leads, good to have. Even you might need them yourself. You might give somebody else a bit of a help with them. Somebody else broke down side the road, so they're handy. What make is this? Airman, that's right. Airman, an airman pump. I pump my tyres up and pump my tyres and let my tyres down, and I do fix all my own punches. I do put all my own tyres on. I never go to a garage. So the airman pump has been good. It's got a little separate gauge there I put in, so which is more accurate, I think, than the airman one. That's been good. It's not fell apart, so it's been that kind of good. So down there, little tiny socket set. Oh, my little tiny socket set I got from Lidl. Cheapo thing. Works a treat. 10mm one there. 10mm takes that off in a minute. Have a look at your battery, have a look at in there, that kind of thing. A few screwdrivers, little kit like that, just handy to have. Right, on the subject of tyres, this is my tyre repair kit. It's got all the stuff in there, the chalk, it's got sandpaper, it's got the patches. I've even got in there my tyre levers, because you can't get too much tyre lever and do any damage to the rims. That's my plan anyway. That's all in there. Use it frequently, to be honest with you. I change all my tyres out on my own, and that's my tyre repair kit. That's all it is, that little bag. Inner tube, only carry one. Put them in, just one. In here, obviously you're not getting anywhere without cable ties, gaffer tape and WD-40, so all those are in there. The little tow rope for others, and I've got some EP90 in a little container there, which I use for the chain. I haven't got I never carry engine oil with me, because even though it's an early bike, it's never really used any oil I've ever seen, and I change it quite frequently, so it doesn't get a chance. There's miscellaneous sockets, washers, there's a pen, some more gaffer tape there, there's a spark plug, more rope, plastic bags, various bits and pieces in there. There's a little ratchet strap, a little tie strap in there, tying stuff down. Oh, and a pipe there. There's a pipe there for siphoning petrol out, should you want to give somebody some petrol, get some of their petrol. That's it, that's to be done. So that's this side of the bag done. Oh, apart from the other side of my carry mat. And the other side of the carry mat doubles it with that one if it's a really cold night. I'll put it underneath my mattress. So I've got 2 layers of carry mat under my back, plus the mattress, plus the hand warmers in the sleeping bag. If you're stupid like me and you camp in really cold weather with snow around the place, you're going to be needing that kind of thing. I actually prefer it. It's about 32 today here, and do you know, I wish it was 22. I do. But anyway, that's it. That's my bag empty. And look how much shape it gives as well to the bag, and a little bit of protection I was thinking if it falls over. A little bit of shape to the bag. Put your kit back in. We're good to go. I'll show you the top box. Right, this is my top box. It's a Pelly 1450, tough as nails. You know anything about Pelly cases, you know they're tough as nails. We actually use these on the Land Rover as well. We have them underneath with tools in, and they go underneath the rivers in Iceland and stuff like that, and they're waterproof, and we've had no trouble with them at all. This one's been no exception even, and I must have had this about 12 years as well. It's been really good. I put some lashing eyes on the top. Sometimes you put a tent on here, you never know what you want to lash on the top of the bike. So that's on there. Inside the 1415 Pelly is my dad's axe. My dad was a joiner. It comes with me, it's nice and sharp, looks after me, chops wood up. There you go. I put a little leather thing on the bottom to shock myself, put myself, and to protect the blade. So it's my dad's axe on there. This is a Grail. It's a water purifier, but it's a filter. We did used to have a SteriPen. In fact, we still got the SteriPen, and it's very good. We're not knocking SteriPen, but I was never sure that water was right, because although it purifies it, it doesn't filter it, so you'd have to filter it as well. I never felt right with it. Still got it. Not knocking SteriPen, guys. I'm sure if you've got one, I'm sure if you go and backpacking, it's only not that big. It's like a big fat pen. This has been great. I've used it loads of times recently. Over the past couple of years, we've used it quite a few times. It's good, like that. Grail, the Holy Grail. That's where the name comes from. On the cutting side, we've got my Laplander. My Laplander's been great. We've got another one in the Lander. It's cut bloody, it's cut trees down like that. To watch you get hold of it, it's that sharp. Yeah, it's cut trees down, it cuts branches down, it cuts firewood down for me. We have got the Silky as well, a much bigger Silky to saw, for those who don't know. And we use it round here for cutting bigger stuff down. Leave it in the Land Rover as well, but really, if I was going to take one, I'd take the small Laplander. It's brilliant. Stick it on the belt there, in the sheath, and away to go. It's been great. My Hell knife, the little Hell knife from Norway. This was a present. Thank you, Vigo. This was a present from Vigo in Norway, who gave me this. Do you know, it must be 25 years ago, and it's been all over the place with the sat. Not too long on the blade. Sits in there. Keep it nice and sharp. Trust me, it is. And it can go on your belt. Put it around your neck. That's my little Hell knife. I have got an Opinel 9, as you saw before, in my cup kit. So I have an Opinel. Wet wipes. They're like gaffer tape now and cable ties. You're not going anywhere without them. You definitely need some wet wipes. I could do some more actually, there's a few in there now. Wet wipes, paper towels, plastic bags, because we do not leave any mess whatsoever, do we? And that's what goes in there. In here, excuse the chickens, in here we've got all things drinks. Coffee, tea, I have the coffee that it's already done, it's got the milk and sugar already in it, but I have got some little sugary tablet things as well. Some fruit drinks in there, got an OXO, so that's all things drink in there. On the food front, I'm a fussy eater, people say. Well, I don't think I am, because the stuff I eat I like, so I'm not fussy at all. Mashed potato, corned beef hash, straight away. Like corned beef hash. Obviously rice, that's good for you, plenty of calories in that. Easy to do, stick it in some water, even I can do that. Lentils, that kind of thing, noodles, and tulip, which is basically spam it's French spam, same thing. Tulip, so that's what I use on that, that's the spam. That's good. Now, I'm not going anywhere without Bisto gravy. That's a fact of life, that's the way it is. I do not go without Bisto gravy. Getting a bit low, need some more Bisto, and of course a little tiny bottle of HP brown sauce, because I like brown sauce and it goes well with the corned beef hash, doesn't it? Tin of beans, one of my last tin of beans. Our guest bring these over from the UK. Thanks guest, if anybody sees this, much appreciated. This one, I've got some kippers, sardines anyway, and more bags, that's in there, and some soup as well. This is all to do with fire starting. It might not always be in here, but it's to do with fire starting. All weather matches there. Some ladies' wipe things, you've covered some of them in wax, starting fires. More cigarette lighters, a peg, there's a cable as well. More lighters. Oh, I've got this as well. The little blower thing for, maybe start a fire and you can't quite get it going. Don't tell anybody, it's just an old back scratcher. But I cut the end off. That's all to do with starting fires in there. There's all sorts of bits and pieces in there. That's basically my top box. I can't think of anything else. As I say, 2 litres of petrol there. Generally use that for the spare 123R. Save trying to get any out of the tank. So I use that, generally speaking, for the cooker. It's handy, just undo that. We've got a little funnel, puts it straight in. Away you go. Right, there you go. Right, I'll sign off. Right guys, you've got this far, you've done well. I thought to do something like this, as I say, because I think other people often walk around their cars, walk around their bikes, showing their kit off, camping in the garden, cooking in the garden. We can't get out at the moment, and even if we could, I don't think it'd be advisable for everybody's sake. So if it's something you've liked in this, cheer up and say so. Something you didn't understand, if you've got a better product, if you've got a bit of idea, let me know. I'm keen to learn. You know, we're all here for a bit of fun, to learn and stuff, really. Certainly I'm not sponsored or anything really at all. It's none of my kits. It's all bought. Just a bit of fun, walk around my bike, walk around the panniers, what I've got in there, and pretty much I think soon, hopefully, we'll all be out and about camping for real. And yeah, anyway, take care, ride safe, and be safe.